Hey y'all, what's going on, fam? I got my son here with me.
What's happening?
And one of them, and we don't know what we finna do. This finna be the first barbecue of the spring, and we finna experiment. Tomorrow we gonna season this all up tonight, let it marinate, and it's supposed to be like 60 tomorrow. So he was like, "Pops, let's barbecue." I was like, "You ain't said nothing but a word like Thunderbird." You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
And I was like, "Okay." We went to the freezer and we pulled out some stuff, y'all. We gonna experiment. We got some sweet baby rays. What you got here, son? Tell what you got there.
Right here.
You want to try some?
Yeah, I just want to try something new. You know, I like to experiment. I love to cook, but I went and got some pork perfect. You know, it said it go good on rub, so you know.
Pork perfect rub. We're gonna put some of that on one of them.
We're gonna do that.
And then he got some. What you got here, son?
Right here, you know, this is my guy. This is Guy Ferrari. If you don't know him, you better get to know him. Because this is that guy. This is the Flavor Town Master Man. You know, I got a little bit of his bourbon brown sugar barbecue.
We're gonna put some of that on there too. And then he done came out with some
that good old Irish honey bourbon marinade. What y'all know about that right there?
Right. We're gonna see how this works. We're gonna see what we got. And then I'm gonna do the sweet baby rays with my special sauce on it. And we got some country styles going on. We got some party wings going on.
Got some baby backs on.
We got about 4 sizes of baby back. Show those spare ribs there, boy.
Oof. That's my whole arm right there. Look at that. Oh, spare rib right there.
Spare ribs on. Hey, and y'all know nothing about these right here. Hey, these them Polishes from Sam's Club. They sell them, y'all.
Big dog.
Big dog. Look at them big dogs, y'all. We're going to put some big dogs on tomorrow. Hey, we got some of these hot Polishes going down. What else we got over here?
Man, we got some Angus dogs. You know, Oscar Mayer. Gotta have some of them.
We gotta have an Oscar Mayer.
Yeah, we got a couple packs of those.
Yes, sir.
Got some Kroger beef patties.
Ooh,
yeah, gotta go.
Going down. It's going down, y'all. You hear me?
Got the ballpark frames.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Y'all know about those.
Boy,
all the Brewers games. Y'all know about them.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we got some good old brats. You know, we got the beer ones, and we hit them with the cheddar. You know, just got a small pack. You know, nothing major.
Right, and last but not least, we got the hen, y'all. Going down. So the table is set, the mood is set, the horizon is right, and we gonna try to do all this tomorrow for our experiment, so we know when the summer comes what we gonna use, what we ain't gonna use, what's the best, what's not the best. So we gonna let y'all see how we clean them, wrap them, season them, barbecue them, eat them, so we'll know what's the good, what ain't good. Let y'all comment, subscribe, like, hit the notification button, tell a friend, tell a neighbor, come see us. But we about to go down. So right now, we finna season, we finna wrap them, we finna put them in aluminum foil, we gonna season them up, rub them down, and then tomorrow we're gonna let them, tonight we're gonna let them marinate in the refrigerator all night. Wash them, clean them. Go ahead and tell them, baby. We hear you back there. I hear you. And we gonna set this off. Y'all see the table.
We finna do our thing.
We finna do our thing.
We finna get our hands clean.
Snow is gone. Rain is out. Tomorrow's a beautiful day. We finna get our hands clean. We finna put this all on the grill. We probably gonna cut about 3 grills on, and we gonna get it in. And we just gonna see what we gonna do for the summer.
Yeah.
First barbecue of 2025.
Let's do it.
Let's do it, y'all. All right. Peace. We out of here, y'all. We be back soon, all right? Subscribe, like, hit the comment button, and stay tuned, because it's about to go down.
Go down, y'all.
What up, fam?
What's that?
We finna see. We got 2 things going on. My son finna use his stuff that he showed y'all, and he gonna wrap them, and then I'm gonna come back and use mine. We gonna cook, and we gonna see this summer what would be best sauce to use to make the best barbecue. We can combine them together. It's just the first barbecue of the spring, so we finna see what we got going on, and he pretty good at this too now. Watch out now. He got his own little recipe And we're gonna see what he used. I'm gonna let him do his thing. I'm gonna go wash mine off. And then we're gonna see what is going on, y'all. So pay attention. Cause you finna learn 2 different type of barbecues. And we just wanna see what we're gonna do, man. I'm gonna sit here and drink some here and let him do his thing.
All right, y'all. So, got 2 pair of baby backs, you know what I mean? So we're gonna start with the mustard. No matter what kind, you know, we're gonna use the Frenchies, you know, because that's just what I like and I prefer. So we're gonna use that as our binder. Put a little bit of that up on there, you know, not too much.
Do your thing, do your thing.
Get that lathered in real good. It's going real nice. Just get it in good, you know, cover the whole piece. You feel me? Get all of that covered up. Get in them crevices now. Don't miss no pieces of meat. You want everything to get a little bit of mustard on it. Don't worry about the taste. You ain't gonna be able to taste it because the seasoning's gonna take over all of that, okay? Get all of that up on there. We're gonna do both sides now. Don't worry. Both sides. Get all of that in there real good. Hit this other one up real quick. Get the sides. Don't forget about the sides. The bone, the bottom, everything. Everything needs to touch this mustard, okay? All right. All right, we got both of these seasoned on the top half. So what we gonna do is, since we already got them sitting on this side, we just gonna go ahead and season this side. Since we already got it up and ready, so we ain't gotta double touch it, you know, do all that good stuff. But we gonna go wash our hands real quick, you know, we gotta, yeah. So we got the top half, mustard down, you know what I'm saying? Mustard! Okay, all right. That was just a little bit, you know what I mean? So we're gonna hit them with the accent first, you know what I mean? Get a little bit of that up on there, you know. Hit them with a little bit of extra flavor time, you know what I mean? Now don't worry about how much seasoning we doing, okay? I like my food to be flavorful. I don't know about everybody else, but flavor town is what I like, okay? Now we're gonna go ahead and hit them with this, you dig, this pork perfect, you know, something new that I ain't never tried. So we're gonna go ahead and put this up on there. Now we're gonna season generously, okay? Generous, you know, give you a little flavor. Now don't worry about it, you know, because we're gonna put a little bit of extra something up on here. You know what I mean? You don't want to do too much, but give it a generous portion, okay? And this seasoning smells amazing. I will tell you that. It's amazing. I will say that. I hope it tastes just as good as it smells. Now we're going to hit it with a little bit of that grilled masses, garlic, and herb, okay? The roasted garlic and herb.
Did you put some right on there?
Yeah, man. I'll put some of that rub on there.
Hey, y'all, this rub, I'm going to tell y'all something.
Whew.
Ooh-wee.
Tell you, taste a little bit of that. What that taste like?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh. I might have to put a little something on mine.
I'm telling you.
This is pork perfect rub, fire and smoke. Hey, y'all, this ain't too bad, y'all. Look at here.
I'm telling you. Now we're going to hit it with a little bit.
Good.
We're going to hit a little bit of this onion powder on top, okay? You know, you just want to kind of bring it all together, you know? I don't know about y'all, but like I said, I like flavor, okay? We hit it with a little bit of that grilled roasted of garlic and herb, you know, that grilled masters. Then we're going to just hit it with a little bit of onion powder. You know what I mean? Just give it a little drizzle, a shake, you know what I mean?
Good, dog. Looking good.
Yeah, man, you know. I do my thing every
We
once in a
gotta
while.
put some heat on that, y'all. We want to put some heat on this.
You know what I mean? You see, I'm gonna call myself out. You know, I miss the edges. Like I told you, it's the mustard. You can't miss the edges, okay? Don't beat yourself. Treat yourself.
I still got that taste in my mouth, y'all. We ain't even cooked the meat yet. Like I say, we doing 2 different styles. This is pretty good here, y'all.
Yeah, you just gotta make sure you get it right. You know, I ain't a perfectionist, but I like it to be the best I can make it. You know. All right.
That's how we do it around here, y'all. Ribs got to come out good.
They gotta come out good. Now, what I like to do after I season, I just like to press the seasoning in. I don't want to massage it too much. I just want to, just get it grooved into the meat. You know what I'm saying? Just get it in there.
Get it in there.
You know, just get all of that good flavor into the meat.
Gotta love your meat, y'all. You gotta love it. See what I tell you?
You gotta love your meat.
You gotta put your hands on them. You gotta put your hands on them.
That was a big pause though, but I mean, you gotta love your meat. I'm just saying, you know? Right, there we go.
You know we're gonna let this sit for a day. This ain't getting cooked till tomorrow. We can do it. This gonna be marinated for real.
Man, flavor.
We got a lot of meat, y'all. We got a lot of meat going on.
Now once you get
Look
all
at
of
that.
that,
That look good. That look good.
look at that. That's just. I mean, you don't see that? I mean, just look at that. Just look at that. Whew. They want to come off the pan already. They ready to slide onto the rack. All right. So since we did this first side, now we're gonna go ahead and just flip it. So now we already in the marinating section on this top side. Okay, this is where all your good meat at. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and flip it over. Damn, you know what I forgot to do? Take my skin off.
Yeah, that's good. It's gonna be good.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and get that in there.
All right, y'all. We're gonna season this other side, but we ain't gonna bore y'all with that. So he gonna season the other side, and then we gonna come back and he gonna show you how we do it for tomorrow for the grill. So let him season this up, and we'll be back in a minute.
See you in a minute. Peace. All right, y'all. So now we done season both sides. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and get this ready. Now, what you want to do if you don't know how to wrap, just watch and learn. All right. So what you want to do is you want to roll you out some aluminum foil the length of the ribs and just take it like a half or more. So you'll have some more wrapping room. Okay. So you're gonna go ahead, you just eyeball it. It ain't gotta be perfect. Hit them with the you did. You just go ahead and take that right there. And take this little first piece out. Alright. So we're gonna go ahead. Now how I like to do it, I just wanna go ahead and just put my bottom part of the ribs just down. Cause some people put the meat part down. So then that's when they flip it and they put it on the grill, they know like the flat side of the aluminum foil has the meat. That's the meat, But I just go ahead and just place it in there, Just make sure everything all good, looking pretty, you know what I mean? So you want to hit them with the, you want to start from the bottom, all right? Then you want to hit them on one end, you want to fold that half. You want to fold that in. Okay? You're creating a pocket. You're creating something to seal. You're not wrapping, something up. It's almost like wrapping a gift. So you're wrapping to conceal all of the moisture, the juices, the meat, like you want to preserve all of that. So once you're gonna flip, you're gonna hit one end. Now you just want to go ahead and just flip it over, all right?
just flip it. Just make sure that's all good. Then you just want to go ahead, grab that end that's open, and just, like I said, you're making a pocket, okay? The other end is already tucked in, okay? So we're good. Simple. Simple, right? Now for those who missed, we're gonna do it again. All right, guys. Now remember, you want to go the length of the rib plus like another half length of the rib to give yourself like some giving room and some space. All right. Grab that. Put a ring down. Look, this looks so pretty, don't it? Just look good. Let's move this to the side. It's just so good, you know? So like I said, guys, I'm just gonna start at one end. I'm gonna roll that up in there. We're gonna straighten that out. We're gonna flip one end. Bring that on in. You know? Like I said, you're creating a pocket, alright? So you do that. And you just flip it right on over. Alright? And then hit it with the shoo. Alright. So we all packed in, y'all. We packed in. Y'all get it? Packed in. Hey, by the way, did y'all see the draft? We ain't gonna talk about that right now. We making ribs, okay? We getting ready for tomorrow's event, some barbecue. And as you can see, you can't see any meat, you know, on the top half. It's all sealed in. It's locked in. You're creating your own pocket, okay? With this one, I think I'm gonna double wrap it, just because it's a little bit bigger. So now I'm not gonna use too much aluminum, but we're gonna get enough just to, you know, the length of the rib. And just cover this top part, just so I can make sure I get a good seal on these, all right? All right, y'all. So we done wrapped them up. These are ready.
That's the secret, y'all.
Got my two ready, y'all.
That's the secret.
So these two,
I guess I get mine right here.
they ready for the fridge, bro.
Hey, y'all, we put them in the fridge. I'm finna do mine. And we gonna season mine the way, with a different season. We gonna see what we gonna work with this summer. How we gonna flip them, combine them, and see what happens. But that's what we do, y'all. Y'all see our videos. It's a family tradition. We wrap them, we season them, we wrap them, we let them marinate, then we throw them on.
Great season.
And you see what he used. This is his stuff.
Grilled masses, roasted garlic and herb. We got the pork perfect, yellow mustard for the binder, a little bit of accent, and then we hit them with a little bit of the pie.
All right, that's it. Now we finna come back with the slap your mama in your tummies the way I do them. And we're gonna have two different styles of barbecue going on tomorrow, y'all. So hold on, hang out tight. I'll be right back. Peace. Subscribe, like, and comment. And we just doing something. This video right here is just me and my son. We just hanging out. One of them, we just gonna barbecue tomorrow. I ain't want to barbecue. He said, "Mom, let's barbecue tomorrow." He gonna clean the grill. He gonna get it going. I said, "Well, I got some meat." He said, "I got some meat." So we just put some meat on, and we just gonna put something on the grill for y'all, and we just gonna do it, and see how we gonna do it this summer. What's gonna be good, what ain't gonna be good. So y'all take a ride with us, And let's see how it's gonna turn out, y'all. Let's see how this gonna turn out. Let's see how it's gonna turn out. All right? I'll be back in a minute. Peace. What's happening, y'all? All right, now. Now we finna do them Papa's way. All right, so what I'm finna do here now is season these up. First thing I do, I hit them with the Lowry seasoning salt. Hit them good, y'all. Hit them good. One thing about the barbecue, you got to get them seasoned good. Hit them with a little slap your mama. Ooh, yeah. Hit a little with Tony's. Ooh, we gonna get this done, y'all. We gonna get this done. Hey, what we do, we just hit them with a little bit of lemon pepper. Because once that fire hit them, I'm gonna season on here some little garlic. All right. I'm gonna hit a little bit of this is brown sugar. I put some brown sugar on here so it get it just right. Then we put a little onion powder. And what I do is, because I like it just a little tangy, I put a little red, it's called red crushed peppers. I just put them on the ribs, just a little bit. And then what I do, I top it off with that Famous Days rub. You hear me? Boy, if y'all don't know about this Famous Days rub, y'all don't know about nothing. I forgot I used this, a new one. Y'all know I just get down. Then we do a little Famous Days rub. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. You know how we season them up right. And then I like to rub mine in. You know I like to put my hands on it, y'all. Rub it in, rub it in. Ooh-wee. I want y'all to see that. Look at that there. That's how we rub them in and get them ready. We get them ready. I ain't gonna bore y'all. What I'm finna do, I'm finna flip them over and do the other side. And I'll be back when I wrap them in a minute, all right? Peace. All right, y'all. This video here is just one of those, one we throwing out real quick for the real barbecue. This is just a sample barbecue that we doing just to see what it is. This is what we do though. What we do is I wrap them. What I do, I wrap them and we cook them on, what's the fire how we cook them? Half hour on each side. Then we flip them, then we take them out and we cook them. But right now, I just want you to see the season on that sucker there. Y'all see what I just did? This is how I do mine. And we gonna slap your mama, we gonna fold them up. That's all it takes, y'all. That's all it takes. It don't take much. We fold them up. We sit them to the side. You see what I use? I season mine good. You see what I did. Take the foil, fold it, open it up. Look how that look, y'all. Seasoned to the teeth. Sit it in there. Roll them down. Flip them. Now we got two. My son did with the new sauce and the mustard. We got two this way. And we're going to see what they turn out with. And you know what? Hand me that over there. No, spare ribs. I ain't gonna bore y'all and keep it going, but my wife likes spare ribs. I'm finna do the big boy the same way I did them, and then we gonna put them in the refrigerator for the night, y'all. And we just want y'all to see how we get them going. Cause last time I barbecued, she's like, "What do you do?" So I'm showing you my trick that we do. We season them, we wrap them, we let them sit all night, and we cook them for a half hour on each side. And then we take them out and let them cook. And then we'll show y'all that tomorrow. But we just showing y'all the prep and getting this ready. I'm finna do the spare ribs. I ain't gotta bore y'all with this. And I think we got some chicken marinade coming after this that we're gonna marinate. And the rest of the stuff we'll put on tomorrow. But I just want y'all to show how we prep them and how we get it going, because everybody see my last barbecue. This is how it all starts out. Once it get to the grill, it's gonna go down. It's about to go down, y'all. Subscribe, like, and comment. We'll be back in a minute. Peace.
Later. All right, y'all, we back. So we got some chicken, you know what I mean? We got a couple party wings. All right, so what I like to do, I like to, just pat it dry with a little napkin, so we finna put it in our good old marinade. I almost grabbed the Hennessy. I was finna marinate the chicken and some hen dog. But what we're gonna do is we just gonna pat the chicken down a little bit, just dry it out a little bit. You know what I mean? Because what we're gonna do, we're gonna seal him up in the good old Ziploc bag. We're gonna seal him up, But you wanna get it as dry as you can, Ain't no problem if it's a little moisture on it. So what we're gonna do is, we're just gonna drop these right on in the bag. Yes, we did clean. We cleaned them. We ain't just dump it out the bag into a bowl, okay? We cleaned them, we washed them, we got them right, all right? We don't eat dirty food. We not savages, okay? We cleaned the food, all right? So what we're gonna do after you done cleaned your chicken, you're just gonna take it, put it in the Ziploc, and, just make sure. If you need to use 2 bags, you can use 2 bags, but I wanted to do my thing and just put it in one. I'm sorry. I'm gonna put that over there. So what we using? We got that Lowry honey bourbon marinade, okay? It say it take 15 minutes, but like I told y'all in the other video, I like my flavor, okay? I like my seasoning. My food can't be bland, all right? That ain't how I roll. All right, so we're just gonna get this opened up real quick. Pop the top, peel that back. And we're just gonna pour it right on top. Now I was just gonna do 1 bottle, but with how big these chickens are, these pieces of chicken, I was like, nah, I'll just get 2 bottles. Because you never don't want to have enough marinade or seasoning on your food, okay? So we're going to just massage this, that little first bottle, It's looking good, right? It ain't enough. Number 2. So we're just going to break that seal, you know what I mean? Twist the cap. Peel the top back. And we're just gonna go ahead and pour that right on up in there. The whole thing. We not half measuring. The whole thing. Alright? Alright, wait. That's a little drippage. Yeah, there we go. The whole thing, like I said. Alright? Okay. Now, we got both bottles in there. We got a lot of flavor in this bag, okay? It's a lot of flavor. Yeah, look, color done changed. Look at that.
Color done changed. There's a lot of flavor in this bag. All right, so what you want to do to get most of your air out, I'm gonna show you. So you just want to, before you zip it, just try to get as much air out as possible. And you want to zip it almost all the way, about 80% of the way. Then what you want to do, you just want to press down on the bag, okay? You want to press down until where you can see there's no more air really in the bag. You're just seeing fluids against the plastic. That's it. Get it in there. Make sure you got all that air out. You can press it down. You can see I'm pressing down with a lot of force. And we zip. And we're locked in. We're vac sealed. Look at that. Look at that. This is vac sealed chicken. Handmade. Let's get it. So yeah, man. We're not seasoning the chicken. We're not, going all out. This is just our first barbecue of the year. We're just doing a little bit of Lowry's honey bourbon marinade. And we're finna do our thing. So this chicken gonna sit overnight in the fridge.
This is Spray Barbecue Part 1. How to season your meat to cook. We just showed you. Stay tuned for Part 2. Put it on the grill and cook it. You hear me? We got 2 parts to this video because it's so good you got to see it because you want to know how we do it. We just showed you how to season it, how to get it right. And tomorrow we're going to show you how to burn it and eat it good. All right, y'all, going down. Subscribe, like, and comment, tell a friend, and bring everybody. Here we go.
It's about
To
to
go
go down.
Here we go.